Hi everyone, it's Bobbi-Jo and welcome to my home. Happy hashtag Tea Tuesday. I am coming to you today with just an update of what I'm doing. And this is hosted by Life with Patty and also Kathy's Favorite Things. I will put their links below. And what it is, you just talk about yourself and you can drink anything. Don't worry about tea in the title. You can drink anything you want. I am drinking today water with a dash of diet cranberry juice in it, which is very good. I do that every now and then just to have something different. And yeah, so I figured I'd come to you with, I figured I'd get and tell you what project I'm working on. Talk about a few books. I haven't done that in a while. And otherwise, Mario and I are doing great. We are getting through the winter without hardly any snow and mild weather. It's just been cold a few times, and it just I can't believe how great the winter's going for me. For me especially, because with my depression, it tends to drag me down a bit, but I've been pretty good this year. So what am I working on? I'm working on organizers for my ephemera. And I've done these organizers before in like just one singular project, but I'm doing 8 in a row right now, and I'm going to continue to do them every now and then, do a batch and put my ephemera in it. But what it is you've got this. So I don't have the sides in yet. The sides go in like concertina and, and so what I did is I grabbed a bunch of my paper you don't need to use your 12 by 12s. I'm just trying to use up paper that I'm like indifferent about, that would I want to work with this, or scraps or something like this. So, those 12 by 12 papers that you have, that they have the great big large lettering. I will make bags with those. There's a 12 by 12 bag that Sam at Mixed Up Craft. This is Sam's idea as well. So I will put the link to this tutorial below, because I absolutely love her tutorials. You take something she takes things that look complicated and makes them Bobbi-Jo able to do it. So I'm not even talking dumbing it down. I'm talking Bobbi-Jo, which is even lower. I need some, so she really dumbs it down for me. And this one here I like because part of it, this part here and this part are laminated. You don't have to laminate them. We laminate them because I put a button like she does on it, but you don't need a button. You can close it with whatever you want. You can close it with Velcro if you want. I may even still do that. I don't know. It depends on what I'm in the mood for. But anyways, and then there's 4 slots that go in, and you put your ephemera in. Now, my ephemera is sectioned out as like animals and stuff like this, and so I'm going to be putting in each section whatever I have. So for my animals, I would be putting cats. There's some animals I just have a different section for because I have so many. So like for the cat ones, the dog ones, the birds, and then everything else, I'll have a little slot, and it's all in one place instead of being in like separate bags that are on in my organizer. So when I get done everything, I might show it and like show how I did it. I may or may not continue to take it. I've got some 12 by 12 paper that I bought at Dollarama, some cardstock. I don't like it because it's not solid core, and which means it's not like, if it's navy, it's not navy all the way through. It's got a white core in it. So when it cracks as a white core, like white. So I don't like it, and I figured I'd use a bunch of it for these as well. And yeah, I just made different ones that I didn't think I'd be using. This one here, for instance, this is just purple. Some of that, like, and I just brought some, and this one's the same as the first one, so I have that. This one. So I just want to get rid of some paper. In this one here, I just added paper together. These are not things that people are going to see. They're just things that keep my things organized. And yeah, I just dug out some papers that I wanted to use up. And yeah, so I'm doing that. So I've got 8 of them right now, and then I'll take a couple of weeks because it is hard on my hands. I'll take a couple of weeks or a few weeks and then do another batch until I finish my, I've got like about 30 categories for my ephemera. So yeah. Anyways, books. I've been reading quite a bit. The reason being is I told myself this year that I was going to participate even more in my book club. And we've got some yearly things that we're working on, yearly contests and stuff like that. And each month, one of the things is each month we get cards. And one's tic-tac-toe, one's bingo, one's like a read one. And you try to fill in, you try to get lines on them. So you can choose whichever one you want, and you choose that for the month, and then you work on that for the month and try to get lines on it. So I'm reading more, I find, because I want to try to get the prompts on my tic-tac-toe. So I started reading yesterday my first ever graphic novel. I guess I'm not into graphic novels. Yeah. Yeah. If there's another prompt on it in the future, I'll definitely try another one. But I don't think I'm into them. I like that film in my head with the descriptions that I'm reading, the film in my head that I develop and watch. And when I'm doing graphic novels, there's no descriptions of it's on the page, and yeah, I just don't like it. But at least it's fast. Like, I read for about less than an hour yesterday. I'm already 50% through it, so I will try to read the rest today. For lack of a better term, get rid of it. I just don't like it. I didn't pay anything for it, thank goodness, because it was on my Prime. But yeah, if you are a reader and you don't know about Prime, check it out. A lot of people think Prime is just shipping and the Prime streaming service. It's not. They've got books that you can read and borrow. There's no time limit on borrowing them. There's music that you can do. There's a whole bunch of other things in Prime that people do not realize are there. And this book was in my Prime, so I was able to get it free of charge, and then I just return it. Yeah, I like return it. It's electronic, so you just send it back. Anyways, a few of the books I've been reading lately. I won't go through all of them, but a couple that hit me. We Have Always Lived in a Castle. It's by Shirley Jackson. Oh my goodness. 5 out of 5 for me. It was 5 out of 5. It was a little bit predictable, but the writing was outstanding. And the characters you just clicked with. And the main one is very whimsical, and I really enjoyed every moment of it. It is a short book, but I loved how it just flowed. It was such pretty writing, beautiful writing. The second one is Thistlefoot. This is done by GennaRose Nethercott. another 5 out of 5. For me to have a 5 out of 5 twice this within this like less than 2 months, that's impressive for me because I'm pretty picky. This book is one of the best books I've ever read, if not the best. It is about these siblings, a long history, and they are being chased with their house across the country. And it stems from something that happened long time ago, and they are the descendants of someone that was involved in that. So check it out. I really, it's a little bit whimsical. It is like, you know, you've got a house there that's not a normal house. But things like I had a lot of quotes for this one. Let me see. Surely a day was the same, a blank page filled with whatever made the imagination buzz. I loved this one. A mob has no ears to call to, only a single mouth yelling. A mob has no hands to hold, only a single finger pointing. A mob has a head, only a single, not, it has no head, only a single body, guideless, acting as it will. I took 3 pages for this one. It was fantastic. The history of it, the people, the characters in it, it just was fantastic. I will list these below. Another one that I put a 4.5 on. Like, what am I reading lately that I'm just amazed with? Another great book was with The Wishing Game by Meg Shaffer. And it had so many elements to it. It's just, it's like one of the quotes, for instance. Let me see. The stories write us, you see. We read something that moves us, touches us, speaks to us. It changes us. Or life can only be understood backward, but it must be lived forwards. It's just, yeah, it's okay. I'm going to try to explain it. So, a woman that used to read these wonderful books as a child, she is trying to adopt a child, and yeah, she is invited to do a contest with her favorite author for these children's books, and that will open many doors for her and stuff like that. So it's a really good book if you enjoy having all different elements. For instance, there's the element of the author himself, the man and the man that does the illustrations for the books. There's the story of Lucy, who is one of the main characters, of Christopher, and it's about perseverance, basically, the whole book. And I loved it. I really loved it. I put 5 out of 5, I think, on Goodreads because they don't do point. Oh, no, I changed it again to 4.5, 4 out of 5. And then, yeah, I just did also, I have so much stuff in this book. It's unreal. Oh, Yeah. I did Unbirthday. This I think I gave 2 stars. I was never one for the Alice in Wonderland books. And this one, I thought because it was years later, it would be a little bit more mature. It did touch on mature things. It's just while she did certain things, I just felt it was a bit like she's based in the 1800s and she's 18 years old, and there's certain expectations that I know of, and I just don't see it being realistic. Anyways, I should have known because I didn't like the first Wonderland books. I don't know why I decided to read this one, but I figured it might be different. But I did a few more books I read. I will put a link, like I'll put their names and the authors below in case you want to check them out. There were some like about Swedish death cleaning. There was one about 101 essays that will change the way you think. And yeah, I got a lot out of the 101 essay one, but I wasn't too sure about the cleaning one. I wanted to know, I guess, she touched on things that were obvious to me, and I didn't see the point. Like, I could have thought of these things myself. So I guess I was looking for, how do you cope when you're giving up things that are important to you or were once important to you? And that's what I was looking for, because I do want to try to purge more, because I feel that I have this stuff and it's almost like leaning on me. But there's things in there that are from the past, and I just think to myself, and anything that I would think that I want to get rid of some things that I kept, but do not give me the best memories. Like, why would I keep those? So anyways, I'm making no sense. I know. Anyways, I will let you go and watch somebody who is making sense. I will put the names of the books and the authors that I have read lately down below. And I will come back to you when I am finished doing all of my ephemera updating. All right, you guys, thanks for popping by. Take care. Bye-bye.